In the action as Leonard Weiss takes the lead from Manu Collar on the road. Now, Collar and the other cars that stopped a lap before everybody else seem to have done so when the pit lane was closed, so it looks like they're going to get a penalty. Either way, the LMP3 car is in front, and David Drew in the grey Cool Racing entry looking to take second place on the road as well. If it is Hugo Schwarzer, the Germany's on the curbs and there's contact. The pole sitter is knocked off. The Team Virage car of Sasha Lehmann that was second on the grid is down to third. A couple more cars have gone off there. A disaster for Lena Bula and 23 Events Racing. And two more cars have come together at turn 3. In fact, there's a third car involved as well. 26 Gregory Ducibo car. Look for the red and blue in this pack. That is Rinaldi Racing's Felipe Ferdinand Leser. Behind him, Senan Fielding for Stella Motorsports. Black, white and red. And then the bright yellow of Samir Ben, the Hagley by 22 Racing car. Swiss driver all over the back of Senan Fielding. And as Fielding runs wide, he tries to get inside. Just couldn't quite make that work, could he? We go back to green. Oh, and a spinner right at the top of the picture in the chicane. And that is Edgar Pierre, RHGP. He was in 12th. Our leaders race on. The battle in GT3, the Ferrari of Vincent Abril ahead of Bradley Ellis with the orange nose, but the Optimum Motorsport. McLaren looks to go up the inside into the Dunlop chicane. Can't quite get there. Fourth, David Drew under real pressure from RHGP with the pink highlights. And that is Haji and David. Axel Nose right behind for A&S Motorsport. This could be a big change. CLX Motorsport just clinging on to fourth place. But he'll be giving away a double toe down the Mistral Straight. And David Drew early on. Into Maggots and Beckett's and more trouble, and that is CD Sports' Shahan Sarkisian. He'll rejoin at the tail of the field. Out of the Vale, turning right and right again through Club Corner onto the Hamilton Straight, past the Formula One pits. Oh, and somebody's lost a bit of bodywork, and across the curb, spinning, is Colin Noble in the number 7 Nielsen Racing car. Quite an awkward position out. All a little bit too late. There's the spun car. Lots of cars feeding through. And it was Stella's Josh Cagill who couldn't avoid contact. There is the Stella Audi leading in GT3, but their P3 car has taken a big hit. LMP3 lead battle, Horst Felix Felbermeyer with Guillaume Oriol, who's absolutely tearing up the order, challenging now, climbing the steep Kemmel Straight. He's on the inside, he's going to have a slight advantage under braking, and through he goes to take the lead of LMP3 Pro-Am. Third, white and blue, Tony Wells. And that Nielsen car has gone around the yellow and green into Europol car of Alexander Bukansov, chasing high class in front. So Tony Wells, Nielsen up to third. And into Europol under pressure, runs out wide and up the inside comes Ajin Keeler for Cool Racing. Can't quite complete the move there. That's a really tough one. That uphill hairpin very tight. So this is third, fourth. James Swift under pressure in the Blackthorn Aston Martin, the black and green car on the inside, the high-class Porsche. Nick Jones on the inside, squeezing through. Has he got sixth position? Not quite. Aston comes back as the road turns towards him. Action here on Thursday for the fans. It's cool, it's almost about to rain, but it should remain dry. In the Cool Racing team watching the action. WTM Rai Rinaldi are the leaders, but here's the challenge for second. Philippe Lazer on the inside. Had a great run there.
It's a drive-through penalty for car 85 for causing a collision. Drive-through penalty car 85.
Bad news for Hugo Schwarzer and RHGP in GT3 battle for fourth. Kessel Racing's Ferrari, Lorenzo Innocenti and Philip Saga for Code Racing Development in the Aston Martin. The Austrian driver hanging on in traffic and make spin here for Clement Moreno for A&S Motorsport. Luckily avoids hitting anything substantial. This was the lead battle on lap 1. It is still the lead battle. Fabian Michel for RAce GP ahead of Jamie Falvey for Team Virage. And Adrian Keeler remains in third, 3.6 seconds further back. And that shows what a great battle this is. Fabian. Lead battle in GT3. Heiko Neumann in the Team Motorsport Mercedes with the red nose. Ahead of yesterday's winner, Anthony Bartone in the Get Speed car. Behind, Samantha Tan in the BMW looking for third place, and Bartone a late lunge down the inside for the lead. Avoids contact, no room to get through there early on. And here's the challenge for second, the blue car, Benson Valence, Writer Engineering around the outside of Lena Bula, who started on the front row. He's moved up to second. Forestry Racing by VPS. This is Louis Rousset with a broken left rear on the car. Was there contact there in the first few corners? There is contact. George and Lena Bula's problems have not ended there, because look, Cedric Ultramar for CLX, and on the inside, Thomas Hamburg, CD Sport, goes by both of them, so he's up to 7th. Lena Bula still holding on from Cedric Ultramar, and now the yellow-nosed Samir Ben, Team Virage 74. Lena Bula fighting a rearguard action here with cars all around, and a big lock-up from Samir Ben. Just held on to that one. Up to the bus stop, James Walker in the Stella Audi held offline this time as an LMP3 car comes through, and the Herbert Porsche is right with him. Now here's an opportunity perhaps as they come out of the bus stop and head down to the hairpin at La Source. James may be a little race rusty, but he hasn't forgot the techniques you need to attack and defend on the inside. Makes the Porsche take the long way round. From RAce GP, there is Adrien David. So the car that was the leader should be the leader again, but side by side, the battle behind. Louis Rousset for Forestier by VPS, determined to get by Edgar Pierre. Pierre on the inside into the braking area. And Louis Rousset with a wider line takes the spot. Made the move coming out of the final corner and onto the straight. The final braking area into turn 1, it'll already been completed. Here's Breton Racing's Ben Stone under pressure from Jamie Falvey, his teammate, who goes through on the inside. That was a good effort by Jens Reiner Müller. And Sweetman now under pressure from behind. The Team Virage car of Georgios Kolovos looking down the inside. And James Sweetman down to 13th place. Started the lap in 10th. Oh, but he's coming back against the Greek driver in the Team Virage car and squeezes back up into 12th place. Got up to 2nd place. Ye Peng Cheng in 3rd place and holding off a queue of cars onto the Mulsanne. 3 wide down to the chicane behind the leaders. Ye Peng Cheng on the right-hand side. In the centre is Felipe Lazer. On the outside, Wayne Boyd couldn't get through. He does though, and so too I think will Colin Noble. Ye Peng Cheng running. Ended up in the wall. Well, he didn't survive that incident. Take a look here though. 2 wheels in the gravel. Look at the left front corner on the car, already damaged. Pretty fraught opening lap for lots of our competitors. Tail. Somebody's blowing smoke down the straight, and that's the CD Sport car of Shakan Haig Sarkassian going by Oscar Bitar. Bitar at reduced speed. Looks like steam or smoke coming out of the side pod. That's very bad news for the Team Virage driver. And he's running off track, maybe on his own fluid.